Hey
Hi guys,
guys, welcome back to our channel. My name is Anne,
my name is Grace.
and we are the Barkada Banters.
Hey yo.
So today we're gonna talk about how we were growing up. I think with such, kasi we're very diverse actually. We grew up basically in the Philippines. You didn't grow up as much as I did over there. Kasi 7 years old ka, di ba, when you moved here,
Yeah.
and I was like turning 12.
Mhm.
So, but there are still that part of us growing up back home and over here.
Mhm.
And for you, how was it for you when you were like being brought up in the Philippines? Can you still remember it?
Yeah. Surprisingly, I remember a lot of stuff when I was younger. Now, it could be memories or it could be just me and my imagination. But yeah, I remember a lot. When we were younger, I unfortunately
What was it like for you?
there was like two sides of how I grew up. Um, I
Which
was I was great. Like I was fortunate enough to have an affluent family,
mm-hmm.
especially on my mom's side. But I was unfortunate enough to have an abusive dad.
Mm. How old were you when they separated?
I think they were pretty much on and off.
Yeah, but
Like
like when it came to like, no, it's over. No.
I'm pretty sure the first kidnapping.
Oh God. Would you like
uh,
to tell more
I
about
okay.
that?
Yeah.
Like
Well,
he
actually,
kidnapped you or
no. Actually, when I was a baby, so it wasn't the first kidnapping because when I was a baby, my mom and
fucking
my dad
crazy?
like apparently so this is what I just heard. Okay, I was a baby and they like broke up or whatever. My dad's family didn't want was looking down on my mom, and so they kind of split up at some point or something. And then my dad wanted me and my brother for some reason, and then he took me and my brother off apparently in a boat or something. So the person who was telling me was the person that was helping him
Oh God. So what?
before, because
Mm-hmm.
like as a teenager I went home to the Philippines quite often and I ended up did talking to like his side of the family. I don't talk to any of them now because I just they're they're awful people. But so that was the first time.
Mm-hmm.
That's another time I wasn't really told what happened then, but then they're on and off throughout this thing. And obviously he was abusive, he was drugs and doing all this shit. Um, and I think the last time it was just my brother that got when it was officially that they were gonna break up because mom moved here to Ireland herself first.
Mm-hmm.
I think I was in like first grade or something, so I must have been like 5, 6, something like that.
Something like that.
Um,
Yes.
in school, but I was always warned if somebody I don't know or if I wasn't told somebody certain people were going to pick me up because we always had a driver like to and from
Mm-hmm.
school.
Mm-hmm.
Um, if it's not neighbor, even if somebody I know, don't go because it has happened before. Our neighbor did take us, but that's another story.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, my brother unfortunately was taken because he said, "Oh, it's dad, so obviously he's gonna go with
Yes,
him."
of
And
course.
from what he told me, he was like he got baited with food,
He got bribed.
and then like they got to the pier, and he was like, "Where's Jollibee?" Okay, so that's what he told me. And I just remember that day. I actually vividly remember that day, and I was like, why would you even? You were told not to, and this was me. I was
Mm-hmm.
like 6 or whatever, and it was chaotic. Nobody picked me up because they knew King was taken.
Yeah.
Um, and my teacher brought me to uh, my house,
Mm-hmm.
and she kind of knew the situation. Like, so it was kind of days where there's nobody in the house. I was just myself and like the nanny or whatever, or the housekeeper, and basically looking for him. And that's how I that's kind of like chaotic, and between Siargao and another city on another island as well. That's where I was
Mm-hmm.
living, and also in
So
another.
that's what you were saying in the previous episode about maybe not you coming back there.
Yeah, well, not even that, but that the reason why I don't want to go back there is for completely another reason now.
But it's still about family
It's
stuff.
still about family
Yeah, yeah,
stuff,
exactly.
and so I think at that point when they finally, I think it took them a good few months to get my brother back,
Mhm.
and at that point they had petitioned that they needed to take me and my brother back here. So by the time I didn't even go to second class. Like
Mhm.
I finished first grade one, and then I didn't even start grade two because
You
um
were gonna come here
we
anyway.
had to come here like as soon as it's the visa or whatever was approved, immediately come here. Um, for both me and my brother, even though my brother was, I don't think my brother was still came back yet.
Mhm.
But as soon as they got him, we were literally immediately like get tickets, go,
Mhm.
and it was just me. My mom couldn't like go back, unfortunately, to pick us up, so it was just me and my brother that came up to Ireland.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was just me and my brother, and then like he was like 9 and I was like 7, and like we had the stewardess or whatever bring
Okay.
us from gate to gate, but other than that, we're kind of doing our own thing, and we arrived back sometime I think in June or July here,
Mhm.
2023, something like that.
Mhm.
It was chaotic. But apart from all the
2003.
yeah, 2003, yeah.
You said 2023.
Sorry,
I
sorry,
was
sorry,
like
sorry, sorry.
2 years
Sorry, sorry,
ago.
sorry. 2003, yeah. Apart from the chaos my parents ensued, my life was pretty like chill, I guess. Apart from being
Mm.
moved around, like I was with my grandparents and stuff. And as a kid, you don't
Yeah.
really notice all that stuff until you look back onto, oh my god,
When you have actually grew up
yeah,
and you've actually like look back, it's crazy
yeah,
how much I think each one of us has gone through,
mm,
and
for
people
sure.
underestimate themselves.
It's chaotic, I tell you, and that's not even the most of it. I'm sorry, trauma dump. But yeah, I kind of got over it. I guess I was young, so
Yeah, but that like kidnapping part, I think that's just so scary.
it is what it is. I don't know. I guess I was really young, so it's not really wasn't really. I was just thinking, oh, I'm just with somebody.
And obviously, like, how was it for you? Because Tita was over here and your dad is just non-existent, so you're basically without the parents taking care of you. How did that feel?
My parents didn't really take care of me anyway. Like it was more
From
of
the
like,
get-go.
yeah, it was more like my,
Okay.
well, okay, so they did kind of like when we were younger, when they were kind of more, they stayed together. My mom did, but I was, after at some point we kind of stayed with my grandparents more. It had we had more stability with them, I guess.
Yeah.
But after whatever, we were still their kids.
Mm-hmm.
So I think when we got a little bit older as well, we were together. When they got back together, we were with them. But when they broke up, we were with our grandparents. Um, Again, doesn't really register in your mind when you're a kid.
Mm-hmm.
So it was kind of like, oh, I'm having fun. I'm taking a vacation over in like Siargao with
Yeah, over
like
here and there.
here and there and with my grandparents and road trips. And that's what you're thinking. And oh, there's food, Jollibee.
Yeah.
That's,
You're just so innocent.
yeah, you don't really think about it. Like when I go back to like when those times occurred, there was so many things that was actually happening that
Mm-hmm.
you kind of just block off. And even back then, I was like, my dad's an idiot.
Yes. I'm sorry, but I think so
Yeah.
too.
So I knew who to trust and like
At
stayed
least,
with
yeah.
them. I was if- like as a child. It's weird to say, but I was kind of mature enough to kind of. make decisions or
Mm-hmm.
whatever, but at the
I
same
think
time,
they have a term for that. Eh. You got you got matured not by choice,
oh
but by
yeah,
circumstances.
yeah, I guess, yeah.
You grew up
But
because
look,
of.
other than that, I had nannies, I had drivers, I had housekeepers.
Sana all yamanin.
But other than that, yeah, you never know what's going on behind like
Closed doors.
yeah. So anyway, let's go up to better. How was your childhood in the Philippines?
Well, mine would be kind of different from yours, I guess, because I still have both of my parents. I've always had. But the thing is, Ma was actually here in Ireland in 2002. So from that time, it was Papa taking care of us
Mm-hmm.
and my sisters. So that's why me and Papa have like a really close bonding.
Mm-hmm.
Because that it,
Yeah,
siya yung kinalakihan ko eh.
yeah.
And like we'd be going like just remember him like during the school days we'll wake up around 6 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have our like he'll have the breakfast done
Oh.
and then he'll have the like because before tabo lang eh
Mm-hmm.
actually and like batcha so the water is so cold imagine so he would boil some water and put it in the balde or batcha. So it's
Okay.
like lukewarm and he like Papa really took us very well and he would do our hair. Each one of us have
Oh,
different hairstyles every single morning.
that's so
Yeah,
cute.
like it's crazy. And he has this famous like we call it a pineapple because he just put everything up and it's like all the way up here and everything is just like going down like a pineapple.
So it's
But
like
we were going to school like that.
a high ponytail.
Yeah, exactly. So like Papa was really good and like so he'll drop us to school
Mm-hmm.
and then he'll go to Palenque to get something for lunch. So he'll go home, cook lunch and then come back to the school
Yeah.
to serve to give us like like a
Mm-hmm.
freshly cooked food.
For like lunch and stuff.
Yeah, like they can
Oh.
come there and stay there for lunch, or they can. It's like my school is kind of open to parents, TBH,
Oh,
so
okay.
they can stay there if they want to the whole day. Some does,
Mm-hmm.
and then what you call this, and then he'd go home, have a rest, and then he'll come back because of for dinner. Papa was restless,
Oh, he has to do things all the time.
and imagine doing this for like girls. How many girls? Four.
Oh God, you guys. Okay, so let's go back there. What's your family? How many? What? How many sisters do you have?
So I have three sisters. I'm the middle child.
Mm-hmm.
Back then, I had three sisters, but now it's not. Now it's only two.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, 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 yeah.
but
We'll get there at some point.
yeah. So imagine how restless Papa was, and like he's. That's why, and then like we'll go home, we'll have our dinner. He'll like that's when he'll get his downtime
Mm-hmm.
because we're all doing his homework
Mm-hmm.
and like sometimes some of us has like after school activities with wait around and all these things and he's just there. Yeah,
Oh,
Papa
that's
is
so
really good.
cute.
But
And where was your mom at this point?
in Ireland,
Oh, right.
yeah,
You said they were somewhere else though before, I
yeah,
believe.
they were in Kuwait before in 1980s, but then
Okay.
a war broke out, so they had to go
Oh,
home.
sugar.
Yeah, yeah, and then Papa worked in Saudi.
Okay. And who did you stay with then?
To be honest with you,
Okay,
I'm not
80s
sure.
you weren't born yet.
Not in the yeah.
Yeah, so
When I was born, I think Mama went to like Singapore for a bit.
so they've been around quite a good bit.
Yeah, they've been around a lot.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, exactly. So it's I guess that's why. they want to keep moving because money
Mhm.
is really good, so
Yeah.
much better than anywhere else
Yeah.
than Philippines.
Mhm.
So I'm happy they kept doing that. But yeah, that's why I have a very special bond with my dad.
You guys are honestly like they are so cute.
Yeah, like imagine
Like.
like Papa going up and down. Imagine how like, and then that's only the school days.
Mhm.
During weekends, we'll go grocery shopping, and then every time he goes grocery shopping, he like I'll ask for. So before there is this grocery store called CSI in my like from where I am from,
Okay.
and beside that is McDonald's. And that time Coke float is that's the year where it was like introduced,
Is
and
it so? Coke float is the Coke and then
ice
ice
cream.
cream.
Yes, I was crazy for that. So that's my treat every single time. It was still 20 pesos. I
Mhm.
remember that he would like while he goes shopping, I'll ask for 20 pesos. I'll go to McDonald's by myself. Yeah.
That's so cute.
And then in the afternoon, we will do karaoke. He will pick the songs
Mhm.
and he'll be okay, sing this. This is how it goes.
And you'd sing.
Yeah,
I
we'd
like.
sing me and Risa, all of us in the family.
Oh, that's so
Yeah,
cute.
it's a really really good. And then we'll hang around in the bukid, in the field. We had
Mhm.
bukid in the side of our house, in the mango trees.
So, what kind of like terrain did you guys have? Like up in the mountains or
No, it's
fields?
not really fields. Like there's still highways and stuff, like Main
Mhm.
Street, and then our house, and there's like a little field.
Countryside, kind
Yeah,
of.
it
Okay.
is.
Okay.
We live in a countryside actually, and it's just beautiful. Like in the back, we have like mango trees.
That sounds so nice.
Yeah, I know there's like chickens. So they were doing like my papa and my lola was like doing like cooking fresh chickens. Like they'll kill it themselves and all. So it's
Mhm.
so fucking fresh.
Mhm.
It's so
Oh,
good.
that's the best thing about Philippines food.
Yeah. And then like there's cows, there's
Mhm.
goats. It's like a farm, but not exactly a farm.
Yeah. Okay. That's really cool. And like, did you have neighbors around or
Yeah.
anything? Okay. So
So
there were still neighbors around, not that country,
the
country.
good thing about in us in the Philippines is because so this is our house in front. At the back was my grandparents' house. On the side, on the right hand side, it's the field. It's like a
Mhm.
long field, and then there's the factory. The factory didn't really cause us so much trouble,
What's the
whatever.
factory for?
So it was like I think Coca Cola and all that
Okay.
stuff.
Okay. Okay.
And then on the left hand side, that's where our neighbors were. So we're actually fine. We still have that kind of space.
Mhm.
But
Okay.
yeah,
That's cool. At least like you're, as I said, like you guys have a tight knit family.
yeah. But I think your experience of growing up is so different from mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was no kidnapping. There was none of that. So I'm pretty happy with how I grew up. I'm sorry you had to go through all those, pero yeah, I guess not everyone can be.
Look, like it is what it is. I was fortunate enough to be able to like move. Um, fortunate enough to have like even with the mess, we still have an affluent family.
Affluent, yeah.
But
Yeah,
you know,
I think,
we get on with life. That's what it is.
yeah, I think that's why then, like, everything from the get go affects us.
Mm,
And if those things
don't abuse
didn't
your kids.
happen, if those things didn't happen, you wouldn't be the person as you are right now.
Yeah, probably.
You wouldn't have this
Mm,
life right now. We're
I,
not the most blessed, but we're blessed in my opinion. So,
for sure. Oh, for sure. That's the thing as well. Like, especially like in my opinion, maybe the older generation are like they're never satisfied with their life.
mhm,
Like for me, like I don't need like a high end job. I don't need like to get paid a lot. I don't need a lot of things. Like I
You're
just want to be satisfied. Just
and just live the life.
yeah, like pay my bills, do my work, go picnic, go to the beach.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you
Enjoy
don't need
life
yeah,
itself.
you don't need much to do what you want
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
unless what you want is crazy, but within
Yeah.
reason, of course.
Like, mm-mm. But
That's the life in the Philippines. There's always drama.
and I think like as you can see, your family is so different from my family, and but I think that is a global thing that every
Experience,
family
yeah.
is really different. I don't think one family can be same.
No, no.
Okay, we might have like oh my god, you guys did this. Oh my family did that too.
Mhm.
But I'm pretty sure that that is only one thing.
You never know. Again, I said like it could be different behind closed doors. And that's not just like the Philippines and stuff like that. Sure, it might be a little bit more dangerous in the Philippines because there's less regulations and shit. But everywhere, like globally, wherever
Yeah.
you are, even here, like shit happens. But you get on with it. You just enjoy life. Be you,
Yeah.
I guess. Stop.
And keep your head
Mm,
high.
yeah, that's it. Don't do drugs. Don't drink too much. You can drink, but don't drink too much. Don't be an alcoholic.
Yeah, that I can agree
Don't
to that.
don't abuse your kids, your spouse, or anything. Just be a good person.
Be a good person, be a good parent,
hmm Like
be a good kid can be questionable because I think especially when you're in your adolescence, which brings me to the point you have to watch the Netflix show Adolescence.
yeah, keep hearing about it.
You have to.
Okay, okay, I
You
will.
have to because it kind of touch base on this topic of
Mhm,
ours of
mhm.
growing up.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
adolescence is such a big part of our life.
I heard that it's really good. I'd like
Yeah.
to watch it. I just need to get the motivation. I don't watch a lot of like I don't watch TV shows or movies too much at
It will
all.
interest you because it interested me. When I was hearing it from other people, I was like, but then it's like kind of crime kind of thing.
Okay.
So that piqued my interest. But yeah, guys,
I'll give I'll give it a go.
for sure.
Okay, so that was our life growing up in the Philippines.
Yeah,
um, up and downs, but we're happy, healthy, and
blessed,
blessed. Yeah.
definitely. And
So
we're grateful for you guys for listening to us.
yeah. I will also probably I might timestamp where my trauma ends if you want to skip all the drama. But yeah, it's it's been
It's a
fun.
really good.
Um, we will. I think that's it for now.
Yes,
We'll see you
and
guys
we'll
in the
see you
next
guys in
episode.
the next episode. Thanks,
If you have
guys.
questions, queries, or anything, let us know. I'll answer it at some point. We'll have some sort of like an inbox you can send something to. Okay. Peace out.
Bye. Love ya.
Boy.